Slowing down into the wall is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 of the biggest mistakes that all levels of swimmers are making in their flip turns. Now, if you guys are new here and you haven't checked out my video on how to do a flip turn, the 5-step guide, make sure you check that out. It'll be linked down below. But today we're talking about the freestyle flip turn, the backstroke flip turn. A lot of the common elements are all the same, and here we go. Let's get into it. The first thing, I already mentioned it, slowing down into the turn. Remember, you wanna carry as much momentum as possible into the wall. The momentum you carry into the wall is what happens out of the wall. Think about a game of tennis. You have a tennis match, you have a pro tennis player, they serve the tennis ball 120 miles an hour across the net. Even if the other person just has their racket still, the ball is going to bounce back really, really fast. The faster you can have a ball go in, the faster the ball goes out. Remember this equation: momentum equals mass times velocity. Your mass is fixed, the velocity is what you can control, and you want to carry momentum into the turn. So don't feel like you need to decelerate, you need to slow down because you know that you're gonna get a push and you're gonna get that little boost. Instead, you should try and accelerate into the wall, and this is one of the biggest mistakes that swimmers are making at all levels. So remember, moral of the story, swim fast into the wall. This applies for all the strokes, open turns, breast, back, individual medley, and of course, freestyle. Now, the second biggest mistake that swimmers are making is sweeping with the hands. Basically, doing a lot of funky business underwater with your hands. You wanna simplify this. Keep it simple. You swim into the wall, especially for the somersault, for freestyle and backstroke, and you want to keep it simple. You're doing a somersault where your feet are going to land and your heels are going to be just underneath the surface of the water, maybe half a meter down there. Your toes are pointed up. Your hands shouldn't really have to do anything. If anything, it's the last stroke that you pull yourself into the ball. So really make sure you're leveraging that final stroke into the wall to really tighten your body into a turn, and don't do anything fancy with your hands because it's distracting from the target movement, which is doing the actual somersault. Now, this is a little bit controversial because especially for beginner swimmers, you can actually use your hands to accelerate this rotation. Once you already know how to do a flip turn and you're watching this video and you've watched the other video on how to do a flip turn, now you're at the pro level. Now you know what you're doing. You're not supposed to use your hands. It distracts from the motion. And if you watch the fastest swimmers in the world going through a turn, it happens before you know it. If you watch the video underwater, they're turning so fast that the hands don't have time to do anything other than pull into the turn and then meet up for streamline. If you're doing anything crazy with your hands, you're just slowing yourself down and distracting yourself from the target movement. So focus on using that final pull into a tight ball to get that rotation going, carry your momentum, and you want to reduce drag throughout the flip turn. If your hands are doing anything other than getting to streamline, then you're increasing the amount of drag you have. And we know that water is 800 times more dense than air. So don't mess around with your hands, keep it simple, get to streamline. Now, the third biggest mistake is breathing off the wall. I would say it's actually breathing into the wall and breathing out of the wall. Remember, number one, it's slowing down into the turn. When you take a breath, you're actually slowing yourself down. It might be great to get that oxygen, but get that oxygen 5 meters out before you get to the flags heading into the wall. So that's about 5 meters off the wall. Get your final breath. Focus on breath control. Do not take that breath in and out of the wall, and make sure you exhale on the push-off. So you don't want to be holding your breath necessarily underwater. If anything, once you push off, you have a slow exhale out of your nose, and this takes training and you have to moderate that. But remember, the goal here in the flip turn is to carry as much speed as possible off the wall. You will never swim faster than you are when you push off the wall. The only exception to that is when you dive in. So diving in is the fastest, pushing off the wall is the second fastest, and the flip turn should match when you push off the wall. So you want to carry that speed as much as possible, and when you take a breath, you're just slowing yourself down. Carry that speed as much as you can. And like I said, you don't want to hold your breath because this is where lung capacity kicks in. And for that, I want to thank today's video sponsor, AeroFit. The AeroFit breathing trainer helps you improve your breath efficiency, anaerobic threshold, and accessible lung capacity, which will give you the edge that you need to swim faster and helps you hold your breath longer off the wall. It starts with a guided lung capacity test in the AeroFit Sport app, and And then you'll begin a swimming specific training program that takes just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Sessions like the circle or square teach you how to control your breathing in specific patterns, and breath holding exercises help you keep your head underwater for longer. After 4 weeks of training with AeroFit, I was able to increase my accessible lung capacity by over 25%. The app is super easy to use and it gives you real-time feedback. It feels like a video game and it's pretty awesome. So I've talked a lot about AeroFit on this channel and how it's helped me, and I really think it's gonna help you guys and you're gonna see huge benefits. So if you wanna check out the Breathing Trainer 2, make sure you use the link down below in the description to get 15% off the AeroFit Breathing Trainer. Now this discount is just for the MySwimPro community, and I know that you guys are gonna love it. Thanks again to AeroFit for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. Now the fourth biggest mistake is lifting your head. Now this can be lifting your head into the wall. We talked about breathing. You don't wanna lift your head and slow down all your speed, but you also don't wanna lift your head out of the wall as well. So you want to maintain your head position. The biggest mistake swimmers make is actually looking for the wall. Guys, the wall isn't going anywhere. The wall, believe me, if you try and have a battle with the wall, you will lose. The wall will win. We've all experienced that kind of pain. So don't do it. Don't look for the wall. Instead, focus on looking at the black line or blue line at the bottom. There's a T. Figure out how long it takes you to get from the T to the turn, when your last stroke will be, and really train your mind and your body to not be dependent on looking directly at the wall to initiate the flip turn. Remember, you're trying to get your body in a really tight ball. You're trying to get it as small as possible. If you lift your head up, you're actually going to increase the size of that ball, and that's going to slow you down because it's increasing drag. You want to enter and exit the wall as soon as possible. That's what ASAP is for right there. I got to get a new marker, like if you agree with that. Here we go. Tip number 5, or biggest mistake number 5, turning your body before you push off the wall. Now, this one is a little bit more advanced, but if you have the fundamentals of the turn correct, you're going to nail this. And what this is saying is when you flip, you want to push off on your back. And if you rotate onto your stomach while you're doing the flip turn, or you flip sideways, I've seen some people, it looks like they're doing like a skateboard or snowboarding move on the half pipe. Nah, you want to make sure you're flipping straight over the top, full somersault, and then you push off on your back. Don't do any funny business with your hands or your body's rotation, and really make sure you're leveraging that speed into the wall and out of the wall. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys a workout in just a minute that really leverages some of this, but let's finish this final point. My final point here is focusing on streamline. So once you do the flip turn, you push off on your back, you have to push off in streamline, and you have to have your hands locked together before you push off the wall. You can't push off the wall and then try and get to streamline. Superman is great, but his position of flying is not how you push off the wall. If you were Superman, that'd be awesome, but you're not. So make sure you push off the wall in streamline and really lock it up and really follow through into the turn as efficiently as possible in as tight of a ball, and make sure you don't turn your body, do a somersault straight over the top. Now, I've talked a lot about this workout. We're gonna do some drills that are exclusively focused on the flip turn. Now this workout here is 1,600 meters. I have it right here with me on my phone. It's from the MySwimPro app, available for iPhone and Android. Now keep in mind, for this workout, all of these intervals are personalized to me. So if they look really fast or the target times look slow or whatever, they're not designed for you. If you download the app and you get a workout, all of this will be personalized to you based on your skill level, best time, goals, all that good stuff. So keep that in mind. Now the warm-up is a 400 freestyle on the 6 minute, nice and easy, followed by 3 100s kick descend on the 150, trying to get the legs nice and warm. Remember, your legs are important. You push off the wall with your legs. And then you have 4 25s drill. This is one of my favorite drills. It's called flow. What you're doing is you're working the body undulation. So you're using your entire core, and this is really important because when you push off the wall for a flip turn, you want to make sure that you're dolphin kicking in a nice tight streamline. So this is a great drill to warm that up. Now let's get into the main set right here. So I'm going to scroll to the main set. Now in the main set, we're going to go 4 50s, where you go freestyle on the first 25, backstroke on the second 25. Now the goal of doing this is so that you train your body how to go into the wall freestyle and come off the wall backstroke. So you're doing a flip turn and you're not doing any funny business. in terms of how you're pushing off the wall and rotating. So that includes your hands, and it also includes the rotation of which you're doing your body. Remember, we don't want skateboarding or snowboarding tricks. We just want a clean somersault. Think gymnastics, not X Games. So that is the goal of these 450s. Then we have 475s freestyle. This is one of my favorite kind of sets. It's called mid-pool. What you do is you actually start in the middle of the pool, and then from the middle of the pool, you're gonna do a full 75. So the benefit of this is you get an additional flip turn. So when you do a 75 from the middle of the pool, you're gonna swim about 12.5 meters, flip turn, swim 25 meters, flip turn, swim 25 meters, flip turn, and then you're gonna swim back to the middle of the pool. So you get to do an additional set of work, and you get to get in and out of the walls more efficiently because of the way that you're executing that. Then you're gonna go 450s freestyle, all freestyle, focusing on the turn, and you're gonna negative split your stroke count. Now this is really focused on two things: max distance per stroke and nailing the flip turn, getting good distance off the wall. You wanna increase that velocity, that maintenance of momentum, right? So momentum equals mass times velocity. You wanna increase your momentum off the wall so you take less strokes. So for example, if you take 15 strokes on the first 25.
Could you say that again?
No, Siri, I'm not. Okay, so if you take 15 strokes on the way down, you've got to take one less on the way back. That would mean 14 strokes. So focus on pushing off the wall, good tight streamline, and then you're gonna leverage that distance off the wall. Finally, you're gonna conclude with 1/100 freestyle, silent swimming. You're using all of your senses, and you really want to have the most efficient stroke, because you know what they say, the way you end one workout is how you start the next workout. Let me know what questions you guys have down below in the comments, and I'm actually going to be doing video responses to your questions on my other channel, MySwimPro Community, and that one is going to be the first pinned comment below this video. So if you want to have your question answered, let me know down below in the comments. We're going to take the most popular questions, we're going to answer them in unique videos, so I might respond directly to your question, or if you leave your question in the MySwimPro Facebook group, absolutely amazing group. Let me know down below what questions you have. And if you love this video, I guarantee you're gonna benefit from the how to do a flip turn video. Even if you already know how to do a flip turn, I walk through a few different drills that help you refine that. So whether you're learning how to do a flip turn, or you're already a pro and you're trying to take it to the next level, trying to work those dolphin kicks, do a few drills that really improve your efficiency, make sure you check out that video. Wish you guys the best, happy swimming, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.